Hello, everyone. This is my husband, Kenny,
This is my wife, Dawn.
and we are the coaches at Relationship Restoration Coaching Services. And so today, what we want to do is invite you into our world, our little conversation that we had.
Yeah.
And we just want to share with you what we talked about today. So we started out talking about the power of being selfless. Now, I know we're used to talking about selfishness, but today we want to talk about being selfless. So, Kenny, what were we talking about earlier?
So basically, what we were talking about was it comes a point in every relationship where, all the bad and all the fun and excitement might start to, dissipate. And you start looking at what your spouse isn't doing for yourself. So in every relationship, it comes a time where you have to have the conversation with your spouse. Babe, what is it that you like? Hon, what is it that you like? Because a lot of times we talk about what our spouse isn't doing, but we never take the time and the opportunity to talk about the things that you can do to make your relationship better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
just in our conversations, we've come to the conclusion that, instead of not talking to your spouse concerning the things that you like, you have to be proactive in a relationship. Know that it's a chance that could be the thing that starts to nag at the relationship, and come to a place to where you're able to share, well, hon, this is what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, this is what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of us looking to satisfy our personal selves, we can look to fulfill the desire of our spouse.
Yeah.
Not that we're trying to, negate ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
but what it does is it causes a chain reaction, a reaction that you probably really will like.
Yeah.
Because your spouse would desire to fulfill your desires, your needs, and your wants, and vice versa for you, without you having to tell them,
Mm-hmm.
babe, can you do this? Can you do that? There's more along the lines of, well, we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
I know my wife likes when I cook dinner once or twice a week. So how about I just go ahead and I just do that on those certain days? I know what she likes. How about I just do that for her? I know she works hard. And this is just from a man's perspective of the things that I think about and I consider when I have to, think about the things of my wife.
Yeah. And the same thing with me. So, and it's definitely something that you have to work on in relationship, and we call it relationship building. So it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight, but when you are focused on the other person, it does open up a door for you. And I'll give you a really good example. So today, my husband knew that there was some business that I had to take care of that I hadn't gotten around to. And I knew that it was some business that my husband had that he hadn't gotten around to. So, I didn't know. We didn't have the conversation. It wasn't like, hey, I'm going to take care of this while you take care of that. It wasn't any of that. What happened was it was just on his mind that I needed something. My wife needs this situation taken care of, and I know that she hasn't gotten around to it. So I'm going to take care of it for her. And in my mind, I'm like, wow, I'm out. I know that he needs something taken care of. So I'm just going to do it because I know that he hasn't gotten out to do it yet. And so when we come back home and we meet up together, he's like, well, babe, I took care of this, and all you have to do is this, and bam, it's done. And for me, I'm like, yeah, and I got everything that you need. And he's like, oh, wow, I saw you got everything. And you didn't even, I didn't say anything to you about it or anything. It was just done. And so what happens is in a selfless relationship, you start to fulfill the needs of the other without even you, it's because your mind is not focused on I need, but your mind is focused on my spouse need, my spouse need, my spouse need. And so what end up happening is both of you are complete and full and satisfied.
Yes.
So, that's just a little nugget that we wanted to drop with you all. We don't want to, make it too long, but we really want to tell you that there is power in selflessness.
Yes.
And relationship building is something that you have to practice.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen overnight. Me and Kenny, we've been together, for over 2 decades. So, this just didn't just happen. But I'm telling you, when we stopped focusing on, oh, he ain't doing this or she ain't doing that, and really started to turn that around and make it about the other, man, it's been wonderful. So I hope that, you enjoyed this little nugget. And
we just hope that everybody is able to take a little bit from our experience and be able to apply it to their own lives. Everything is not going to be 100% accurate or 100% from the beginning. Everything takes practice. Only practice makes perfect. So at the end of the day, that we're just giving y'all just tips and tools to be able to use in your own personal relationship. When you feel as, your spouse isn't fulfilling your own need. It's time to have the conversation about trying to fill each other's needs. And then you'll be able to consider each other's thoughts and feelings when the decisions are being made concerning the things that y'all like.
Absolutely. So listen, family, we are so glad to have spent this little time with you. Just click on the link below and share this video. And until next time, shalom, family.
Shalom, family.